What's up, everybody? This is Chris Sarabri, another edition of the Car Concierge Show, the show that helps with the buying, selling, maintaining, and repairing of your vehicles. On today's show, we're going to hit you with some good news and talk about a new plant that's getting built over in Michigan. You know how we always love that. After that, we're going to talk about the Honda-Nissan merger and how it's stalled and see what's going on there. And last but not least, we're going to talk about our man Elon Musk and if his behavior since the inauguration has been affecting Tesla. So let's jump straight in. Of course, we're going to jump into automotive news, and you know that's where I get all my good automotive news. We're going to talk about a facility that's getting built over in Michigan. You know, automotive facility, Michigan, always go together. And matter of fact, excuse me, we're going to head over to Yahoo News. We're going to branch out today. We're going to head over to Yahoo News and read a story from them talking about this new plant that they're getting built over in Michigan. New jobs, you know how we love that kind of thing. Alright, so we're on Yahoo News. New facility replaces abandoned eyesore with hundreds of high-paying jobs. There was no other project of this magnitude. This is by Leslie Sattler, and this is from Tuesday, February 4th. A new electric vehicle battery plant in Wyoming, Michigan is bringing new life to a long vacant industrial site, reported MLive. Construction has started on a 315,000 square foot Bentler automotive facility that will produce battery components for 4 commercial transit vans. Excuse me. The plant will rise on a 75-acre former General Motors property that sat unused for over a decade. Wow. The $105 million project will create 147 new positions, paying between $21.62 and $67.31 per hour plus benefits. It marks Bentler's 7th U.S. facility and its largest single project investment ever in America. The plant will make parts for 160,000 electric vehicle batteries annually over at least 10 years. By focusing on commercial vehicles rather than passenger cars, Bentler sees the investment as stable and strategic. The development will create both immediate construction jobs and long-term manufacturing positions for local residents. The project anchors a larger site transformation that will create nearly 500 jobs through 3 new employers, potentially attracting new facilities to this Grand Rapids suburb. This has been an eyesore in the city for a long time, said Wyoming Mayor Kent Vanderwood. We've had several tries and several attempts to redevelop it, and nothing ever worked out. We just thought, is it ever going to happen? The company chose Michigan over Florida and South Carolina because of the region's skilled workforce, including experienced staff at Bentler's existing Wyoming facility. For us, it really was about that access to resources, to our own people. You can draw in people to build a place, but to get it successful, you need your own breed of people. So it was about the people, said Executive Vice President Steve Bates. I've been on the board 6 years, and this is the biggest investment we've approved for a single project, for a single customer ever, said Emerson Galena, president of America's Bentler Automotive. I tried to retrieve the data from the past. There was no other project for this magnitude. This is very important because this shows trust in the country, trust in the team, and trust in Ford. The facility will open in 2026, transforming a vacant concrete slab into an economic engine supporting clean transportation manufacturing in the American Midwest. All right, good story. Fantastic read. Let's get this back over here. All right. So, yeah, I mean, it's all good news. What can we say? I mean, we have this massive facility over in Michigan that GM is just sitting on, nobody's using, and Bentler is going to come in, revise it, reuse it, get some workers out in Michigan to give them some jobs. This is a beautiful thing, and I honestly believe this has got to be somewhat of the Trump effect. You got to believe it. Bentler could have did their facility anywhere. So this is definitely, I think, a remnant of the Trump ideals, and it's definitely one of those things that I was hoping to happen if Trump came into office. Businesses coming into Michigan and other Midwest states, even California, any state. Businesses coming to these states, building factories, bringing jobs. This is the way to go, and this is what I hoped for when This is what I hoped for when I thought that President Trump was coming into office. You know, the opportunity that all of the jobs that we've lost would come back in some way, shape, or form. So this is a sign of good times, and this is a great thing. So shout out to Michigan. They're going to get some opportunity. Wyoming, Michigan. And honestly, I can sit here and say I'm from Indiana. I don't think I've ever heard of Wyoming, Michigan. This is throwing me off a little bit, but it's cool. Hey, jobs in Michigan, always a good thing. You know, there's got fantastic skilled labor in Michigan, specifically working on automotive stuff. So this is a great thing, great opportunity for those people in Michigan. So we can only hope for more of these stories. And if we get more stories like this, I'm going to definitely bring them to you. So let's jump into something else. That was just a quick story, but fantastic story. So let's jump into something a little bit more interesting. This is the Nissan-Honda merger situation. So Nissan Honda presented that they were going to merge a couple months ago, and it's fallen on some instability. It's looking like they might not get it done, but let's check these stories out and see what's going on. So first, and I think this is a good idea for me. I think in the future, for some stories, I'm going to do video and read stories so we can get a full context of what's going on, okay? So let's check out what's going on with this. We're going to check out the video first, and we're going to read a story on this Nissan-Honda merger situation.
Nissan and Honda may call off their merger talks. That's according to a Reuters source on Wednesday. Honda has reportedly suggested Nissan could become a subsidiary, but has seen the idea rejected. Spokespersons for the two firms would only say that a plan would be finalized by mid-February. If the deal does now fall through, analysts say it looks like bad news for Nissan. It's faced years of crisis, starting with the ousting and arrest of former boss Carlos Ghosn in 2018. Honda has fared better, $47 billion market value, now nearly 5 times that of its smaller rival. However, both firms face huge challenges amid upheaval in the industry sparked by the shift to electric vehicles. That has seen the rise of new challengers like China's BYD. Their talks also come amid extra disruption posed by potential tariffs under the new US administration of Donald Trump. A tie-up would have created the world's third largest automaker behind Toyota and Volkswagen. Nissan's long-term alliance partner Renault, which owns more than a third of the Japanese firm, has said it is open to a merger. Reuters sources say smaller alliance partner Mitsubishi, which had considered joining the merger, might now opt out. Now the Honda and Nissan boards are expected to meet soon to decide on next steps. Shares in both firms rose in Wednesday morning trade, with exporters generally on the up amid hopes that US tariffs might not be as painful as previously feared.
Alright, so, yeah. I mean, it's just in flux. Let's read the story real quick, see what the story says, because when you read the story, you realize you get a little bit more information. So let's check that out. Alright, Nissan Honda responds to reports of potential merger being scrapped. Let's check it out. Nissan and Honda responded on Wednesday reports that a potential merger of the companies could be at risk of being abandoned. The Wall Street Journal, citing people familiar with the matter, report that Nissan was weighing backing out of the memorandum of an understanding with Honda and other options after the company found terms put forward by Honda to be unacceptable. Nissan planned to reject an idea Honda had of Nissan being one of its subsidiaries. A Reuters report also indicated Nissan could halt discussions. Nissan said Wednesday in a statement to Fox Business the two companies plan to decide on the direction of the management integration by the end of January, but integration preparatory committee discussions are ongoing. The integration preparatory committee was set up by Nissan and Honda for discussions of a possible merger. Nissan aims to finalize our direction by mid-February and will announce it at that time, the company said. Honda, meanwhile, said Wednesday that it is still in discussions but declined to provide more details. The reports of turmoil came about 6 weeks after Nissan and Honda revealed they had inked a memorandum of understanding weighing merging their companies via a joint holding company. In late December, the automaker said in a press release that the memorandum aimed to serve as an option to maintain global competitiveness and for the two companies to continue to deliver more attractive products and services to customers worldwide. A merger of Honda and Nissan, if it comes to fruition, could result in the formation of a company that would be the world's third largest automaker. The companies could seek to integrate their respective management resources such as knowledge, human resources, and technologies, create deeper synergies, enhance the ability to respond to market changes, and expect to improve mid to long-term corporate value should they agree to a merger, Nissan and Honda said in December. Honda makes vehicles under its namesake brand and Acura. Nissan counts Nismo, Autotech, and Infiniti among its brands. The number of vehicles Honda produced in 2024 total over 3.7 million, the automaker said in late January. Globally, Nissan made over 3.1 million in the same year. Honda's market capitalization hovered around 50.11 billion as of Wednesday. Nissan stood at 9.44 billion. All right, so I think, it's still going to go through. I think it's stalled. They just got to get the numbers correct. Nissan probably doesn't want to be a subsidiary of Honda. They still want to stay their own entity. That's probably the sticking point, I would believe, because, you always want to maintain power, and Honda is probably doing its best to just take Nissan over, make them a subsidiary, take over their Nissan and Acura, just sell them under their umbrella, and do it that way. But Nissan probably is desiring to keep some structure that it be Nissan and not fall completely under the caveat of Honda. And that's probably the sticking point. That's probably definitely the sticking point. It just makes total sense, especially reading this storyline. And it's still going to come to fruition. I still believe that because Nissan is going to need it and Honda needs it. They need each other. We are going to really see a lot of combining of these automakers. We're going to see a lot of combining of these automakers. We're going to see a lot of automakers partnering with Rivian. Definitely, Rivian is going to be a company that's definitely going to partner with a lot of automakers to help them with their EV sales and the creation of their EV vehicles. BYD is probably going to be another company that a lot of companies are going to partner with to try to steal some of their EV technology to put in their vehicles to make their vehicles cheaper. It just makes sense that the way the auto industry is going, that these companies stop trying to be alone. You put out you have a company, a U.S. automaker that has over 12, 15 models out there, and they're just not selling the way it is. The market share is so spread thin the way it is right now that nobody's getting the sales that they used to. So, and specifically with all of the new automakers coming into the world, the new EV automakers that are flooding the market. So it is definitely going to be a plus for a lot of these automakers to join forces with other automakers, team up, share knowledge, share technology, specifically with the likes of Rivian and BYD, because the future's still EV cars, and all of the U.S. automakers specifically that have fell behind when it comes to that are going to need to partnership with other places to catch up. It just is what it is. All right, guys, let's keep it going. Let's see what we got here. So, last but not least, guys, is going to be a fairly quick show. We're going to talk about Elon Musk. Now, mind you. Elon Musk did speak at the inauguration. I think it was inauguration, and he did some things. He did some stuff. People were questioning it. You know, let's check it out first. We'll talk about it.
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank
Elon
you.
Musk repeatedly salutes during his speech at Trump inauguration, and it does look like the Nazi salute.
My heart goes out to you.
Again, changed it up, said it was the heart.
There'll be some gifts given by congressional leadership, some flags that have been flown at the Capitol, some swearing in photos. And at some point, we're told this is going to be pretty interesting to see because we're standing right now. They're going to have to get everyone.
He a wild boy. He a wild boy. It is what it is. He a wild boy.
Yes! This is what victory feels like. Yeah!
I'm sorry. Maybe I should have laughed. Okay, so yeah, I mean, the Nazi salute, horrible stuff. I'm not going to sit here and agree with that. If that's what he meant and if that's what it was, that's not a good look. You know, I'm not going to agree with everything that this admission does. I'm definitely not. I don't agree if that is a Nazi salute that is going to be looked upon in a positive way in any shape or form. And so, you know, the worry, of course, is that if there is any idealism of Nazis or communism in this man's heart, then if he's going to be in the position where he can fire people and get rid of people, then you worry about his bias against people that he doesn't, you know, see as equals, see as not people that he wants to keep around. That in itself is a problem. I'm not gonna lie. It is definitely a problem. You know, but for our show, the question really is this actions that he's doing are going to affect Tesla? So let's check out some stories and see what people are talking about when it comes to Tesla since his salute at the inauguration. All right, so we're going to keep messing with Yahoo. They got some good stories. We're going to go back over to the Yahoo Auto. Tesla drops Cybertruck lease price dramatically, offers free wrap. This is from Wednesday, February 5th from Nate Swanner. Tesla has dropped the lease pricing on its Cybertruck, with the base all-wheel drive version now costing $749 per month. This is the same Cybertruck build, core wheels, tactical gray interior that Tesla is trying to sell from its existing inventory. Lease for a Cyber Beast starts at $1,000 monthly. Both Cybertruck options require $7,500 down for a 36-month lease and have a mileage limit of 10,000 miles per year. A brief history of Tesla Cybertruck lease options in November 2024. Tesla debuted Cybertruck lease for $999 monthly for its base model, a all-wheel drive variant. In December 2024, Tesla reduced the monthly lease price to $899 for the all-wheel drive model and introduced Cyber Beast leases for $999 monthly. Why a Cyber Beast lease is now $1 more per month is anyone's guess. Foundation Series Cybertrucks get a free wrap because the Cybertruck is ugly. The first 1,000 Cybertrucks known as the Foundation Series carry a $20,000 markup and add special Foundation Series laser edge badging on the exterior, distinct cabin graphics, a bespoke white interior, and all-weather liners. Tesla has had trouble selling its Foundation Series Cybertruck, with reports from December note nothing it was noting it was actually buffing out the Foundation Series etching and dropping the price. Tesla is now adding a complimentary vinyl wrap to unsold Foundation Series vehicles, which the automaker claims is a $6,000 value. Okay. To redeem the free vinyl wrap, you must purchase a Foundation Series by March 31st, and the vinyl wrap voucher must be redeemed by June 30th of this year. Let's go on to another story. Yahoo Finance. Elon's bizarre behavior is killing Tesla's sales. It's from Victor Tangerman and from Wednesday, February 5th. Tesla tank. Tesla sales are falling off a cliff in key markets around the world as its CEO Elon Musk continues working overtime to tank not just his own reputation, but that of his embattled car maker. Sales in California fell almost 8% in the fourth quarter of last year and are down 12% overall for the year, as Bloomberg reports. Annual registrations for the company's best-selling vehicle, the Model 3, slide by over a third in the state. As a harbinger of the trouble, Tesla posted its first yearly sales drop in over a decade last month. Similarly, the EV maker's performance is down in almost every single European market, with year-over-year sales dropping over 63% in France, as Musk has threatened to upend the continent by throwing his weight behind a political party linked to neo-Nazism in Germany. Okay. Even in Sweden and Norway, key markets for the company, Tesla is losing significant market share, as Reuters reports, despite car sales overall soaring there. While it's unclear exactly how much Musk's bizarre and polarizing behavior is contributing to Tesla's woes, surveys show it's definitely a factor with consumers choosing alternatives rather than driving a giant red MAGA hat. Nas EV. A recent survey showed that the proportion of Swedes viewing Tesla in a positive light slid to an abysmal 11 following Trump's inauguration, according to Reuters. It is a significant change of heart considering Tesla's Model Y was the most sold car in both Sweden and Norway last year. Another survey by brand reputation analytics firm Caliber, reviewed by Bloomberg, also showed that Tesla's reputation dipped to its lowest level since at least 2023 in November and January. Meanwhile, EV alternatives, including those by Honda and Hyundai, are starting to really eat into Tesla's market share with strong end-of-year sales. In short, it's not surprising to see consumers abandon Tesla's brand, which had been dragged through the mud by troubling behavior of its CEO. Apart from Tesla's tanking reputation, investors have long warned that the EV maker's lineup is starting to look stale, despite the launch of a divisive and extremely problems-prone pickup truck in late 2022. Wow. Musk has bet big on the development of a robo-taxi, which, given the sorry state of the company's driver assistance software, likely won't be ready for deliveries for quite some time. Overall, Tesla has now slid to the fourth most valuable car brand globally, according to a recent brand finance report, with Japanese car maker Toyota claiming the number one spot. Wow. Alright, so clearly who wrote this story wasn't a big fan of Elon or Tesla. But everything you said, it was true. And the story about him backing the neo-Nazi situation in Germany is new to me, so I'm going to have to really dive into that. But, I mean, it would definitely go along with the saluting he was doing at the inauguration, and definitely go along with some other moves that he's made. Now, I do see it may be a problem when it comes to the government oversight that he's taking on right now, if he believes in some of these neo-Nazi things. So I do see that being a problem. So if that is the situation, then it definitely has to be investigated, and we definitely have to figure out if that's what's going on. Tesla is definitely in a situation where it is dealing with a massive drop in market share. Tesla was the talk of the town for last 2 years, and lately we've been talking a lot about the Honda Prologues and the Rivians of the world, and they've started to really get their chunks into a lot of Tesla market share. So this is not a good thing for Tesla. It's not a good thing for Elon, and it's not going to be a good thing for the country if it's true that he's holding all these neo-Nazi thoughts and he's bringing them into Doge. I don't know that to be true. I'm definitely going to do some investigation on it. And of course, like I said before, I don't have to agree with everything that this new Trump administration is doing or saying or taking on, but there's definitely a lot of things that we're going to have to review and make sure they're tip top for everybody and make sure everybody's taken care of. We do not want to put anybody in any position that they lose their job just because of anything, race, creed, anything like that. If you lose your job because of those things, it's a bad thing. I'm not a believer in DEI hire. I believe in getting your jobs on merit, but I do not believe in losing your job if you got it on merit for anything DEI related. That I don't believe in. So, I still believe in this administration. I still believe that this is a good administration for the automotive industry. So, Elon aside, let's hope that he's not really believing in these neo-Nazi things. But we definitely got to check it out with this, along with this storyline that we've read here today. So, all right, my friends, I am out of here. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe to the show. Hit me in the DMs if you have any questions or concerns, or if you just have anything that you want to talk about. I am a car guru. That's what I am. That's why I do this show. I am deep into the automotive industry. I try to stay abreast of everything that's going on in the automotive industry, from repair, sales to collision. And I just want to bring that news to you. So, if you like the show, please subscribe, hit me in the DMs, let me know if there's any storylines you want to talk about, and I'm out. Peace.